பயாலஜி இன் தமிழ் கோர்வை சேனல் சார்பாக அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். என் பெயர் கண்ணதாசன். In this video, I am going to present the concept agents of pollination. It is coming under the pollination part 3. Part 1 and part 2 already we published, and this is the part 3. The contents of this video is we are giving a broad classification of agents of pollination, and we are discussing the adaptations of Anemophilous flowers and also Anemophilous plants. At the end, we are discussing about the adaptation developed by the maize plant in particular. Before we enter into this video, if you like this video, press the like button, share this video to your friends, comment on it, subscribe our channel, and press the bell icon to receive notification of our videos. These are the related links given in the description, Telegram link and WhatsApp link. You can join this group, and in this we are sending the mind map as well as the various pictures related to the videos. You can download it, and pollination 1 link is also given, pollination 2 link is also given. So you see these two videos, and you can establish the connectivity with this video very easily. Pollination, you know very well, transfer of pollen grain from the stamen to the stigma. Self-pollination, it occurs within the same flower. Transfer of pollen grain from the anther to the stigma of the same flower. It is also called as autogamy, cross-pollination between two different flowers of the same species. Then it is called as xenogamy or allogamy. Factors are broadly classified into abiotic factors and biotic factors. Abiotic factors, there are two categories. One is Anemophily, the pollination takes place by wind, and Hydrophily, pollination takes place by water. And biotic agencies. So biotic agencies generally occur by the help of animals. Then it is called as zoophily, under which if it is take place by insect, it is called as Entomophily. Then there are different technical terms are applied for the various types of animal performing the pollination. If it is performed by beetle, Cantherophily, moths, Palynophily, bees, Melitophily, butterflies, Psychophily, snails, Malacophily, birds, Ornithophily, bats, Chiropterophily, ants, Myrmecophily. Okay, so please be thorough with these terms. Agents of pollination already we covered, abiotic and biotic, and latter here refers biotic. Such type of terms used in the books usually. The latter, for this is the former, this is the latter. Even two factors are given. Okay, the latter biotic type is usually used by majority of the plants. That is one of the point can be taken note. Anemophily, Hydrophily, Zoophily, Entomophily we discussed. And the wind pollinated flowers are Anemophilous flowers. The wind pollinated plants are generally situated in wind exposed region. Wind exposed region means the vast region where the wind is blowing without any disturbance of trees or mountains, hills, etc. Then it is called as wind exposed region. Anemophily is a chance event because it is not definite that it is going to, the pollen grains are going to reach the stigma. That is the chance event. So the plants produce very large amount of pollen grains. Pollen may not reach the target flower effectively and are wasted. So that is the reason why plants are producing large amount of pollen grains. Common examples of Anemophily plants are grasses, sugarcane, bamboo, coconut, palm, maize, etc. Characteristic feature of Anemophilous plants. This is one of the essay question because 9 points are given with many technical terms are given. Okay, the first point, the flowers are produced in pendulous catkin. Pendulum like spike. Pendulum like spike is called as catkin. You see, it is hanging from the top. You see, it is hanging. Hanging type of spike is called as catkin. Upright spike is, it is spike only. In both the cases, you see the flower stalk, pedicel is absent. Okay, So in these two types of inflorescence, they are the adaptation for Anemophilous plants. Second point, the axis of the inflorescence elongates so that the flowers are brought well above the leaves. Flowers are brought well above the leaves so that when the air blows, the pollen grains can be captured. There is caught by the stigma of the flowers. Okay, if it is within the leaves, means the leaves become the barrier. Okay, so here also you can see, right? Next, the flowers are, fourth point, the flowers are small, inconspicuous, colorless. Inconspicuous means they are not very showy. Okay, they are not, it cannot be easily identified. Then it is called as inconspicuous and colorless, not scented, do not secrete nectar. So all these to avoid the insects. No insects are visiting these flowers. The stamens are numerous. The stamens are numerous. Okay, so that a large amount of pollen grains can be produced, and they are very long. Filaments are very long and excited time. It is far away from the axis of the flower. Then it is called as excited versatile. The anthers in some plants keep on swinging to deliver more amount of pollen grains into the air. Then anthers produce enormous quantities of pollen grains compared to the number of ovules. Okay, number of ovules are comparatively less, but enormous quantities of pollen grains are produced because it is a chance event already we discussed. The pollen grains are minute, light, dry, so that it can be easily carried by the wind for long distances. In some plants, anther burst violently to deliver the pollen grains deeply into the air. So that, example, urtica. And here you see stigma or comparatively large stigma protruding away from the flower, and feathery stigma. So it increases the surface area to filter the pollen grain from the air to catch the pollen grain. Branched and feathery stigma. And here you see the long style bringing the large stigma away from the flower. Okay, and also it is feathery. And ninth point, plant produces flowers before the new leaves appear. So already there is leaves are fallen. Okay, and the flowers are produced. If the leaves are present, they become the barrier. Okay, between the pollen grains and the stigma of the flower. Pollen grains in the air and the stigma of the flower. So this is one of the adaptation. Okay. There is a pollination in maize, Z-maize. Z-maize is scientific name. Okay, it consists of two inflorescence, male inflorescence tassel and female inflorescence cob. Okay, it is present at the lower level and male inflorescence present at the top. You see, this is the male inflorescence and these are the female inflorescence. And this is the very long, silky stigma and style. Okay, bunch. Okay, you see, so that it can easily capture the pollen grains. Pollination in maize. Maize pollens are large and heavy and cannot be carried by light breeze. So it is if mild wind blows, it shakes the inflorescence so that the pollen grain vertically falls vertically below. So if it falls vertically below, means it can reach the stigma of the female flower. Likewise, the mechanism is working here. You see, and also the spatial arrangement of male inflorescence and female inflorescence present. Okay, male inflorescence is above, female inflorescence is below. Okay, so the female inflorescence has long stigma, silky in nature, measuring up to 23 centimeter in length, which projects beyond leaves. Okay, the pollen drop from the tassel is caught by the stigma. So this is one of the adaptation uh, for Anemophily. Okay, in pollination by maize. Okay, so this is the end of our video, student. Thank you for watching.